Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Tweedy back again in another video. Today we got, as y'all can tell from my last few videos, I wasn't really able to play the MK1 stress test, but thankfully some of my friends in the community are letting me use their content, Diddle, Gambler, Dizzy, and Luddy's going to let me use some of his content, and he wanted to actually hop on the mic with me and go over some of his matches. So, Luddy, what's up, bro?
What's up, Tweedy? What's up, Tweedy's YouTube channel? I'm
And
really excited to share these. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's all good,
We,
bro. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but Luddy's got a great YouTube channel too. He hasn't been uploading super consistently yet, but whenever he does upload, it's very good quality, good mic, good perspective on fighting games as well. And he's good at learning stuff fast. He's been one of the only people I've seen really exploring Kano's Kano ball cancel. You know what I mean? And yeah, so if you want to see someone who has a really good perspective on the FGC and also is a high level tournament player, definitely check out his channel. I'll link it down below and all that. But yeah, we're gonna get into the set. It was him versus Dragon, and as y'all know, Dragon, arguably like the second or third best NRS player of all time. And one thing that's interesting about Dragon is, let me make sure I got this in full HD. Okay. One thing that's interesting about Dragon is he has been working at NRS for the last year plus. So he's really ahead of the curve with stuff. So we're gonna see what he's got in this set against Luddy. So I believe you're using Sub-Zero here. Oh, let me unmute Twitch. Okay, so you're using Sub-Zero, right? And Dragon is using Kitana?
yeah,
Wait,
we're
I don't
both
have
using the Kano cameo.
Okay. It seems like I feel like I've seen equal use of all three cameos. How do you feel about that?
I definitely think we've been seeing a variety of usage with all the cameos. I think overall, I would say Kano is the most viable across all the characters. With Sub-Zero, which is the character I've been playing for the majority of the stress test, I definitely think Kano just opens up so many options in neutron offense for him. But with other characters like Liu Kang, we've been seeing a lot of tech with the Sonya cameo as well as Jax. I think the weakest of the three is probably Jax and then Sonya in the middle. And what you're going to see a lot in this set, since we're both using the Kano cameo, is just how applicable, particularly his forward cameo attack and his back cameo attack are. The ball and the knife.
Yeah, I wanted to touch on this right here. It seemed like you made, I think, I don't know if I went too far back, but it seemed like you made his low safe with the Kano ball cancel, it seemed like. I think it's right here.
Yes. Let's see.
So that's interesting. I feel like you're one of the only people I've seen really exploring the Kano ball cancel, or at least one of the first people I've seen exploring that. That's really interesting. I feel like most people I see with the Kano cameo, they just throw the knives, they throw the knives to combo extend to make stuff safe, to stuff like that.
Yeah, the knives is definitely the easiest for combo extensions, and it seems the best for getting neutral because it's two projectiles. Kano stays back, so it's way harder to hit him. You see me set up the ice clone a lot to protect Kano throwing the knives, so there's no way Kitana can just clip him with a fan or a Kano cameo of her own. Little incendiary dive kick right there to go over the sweep. But as the set goes on and Dragon starts to kind of adapt to me abusing the knife, I start realizing that the weakness of the knife is really in the fact that it is a double high. So it is very susceptible to, if you're trying to approach with it, getting beat up by low pokes. So as the set goes on, I just think the direction moves a lot more towards the usage of that cannonball.
And there you go, using the cannonball hold to actually make your unsafe low plus. That was really good.
It's a mind game every time you block a safe string, or really any string, and cannonball is right there, because you have to think, do I go to punish this, or do I just, try to keep blocking, let him use his cannonball, and then, he's out half of a cameo meter.
Yeah. So from what I understand, I haven't been able to play the game much, but I'm from what I understand, some of the cameo attacks actually work as wake-ups. Are they invincible?
Thank you so much for the subscription.
So they're not invincible. Thank you so much for the subscription. What I can tell, it's only usually one cameo attack. In the case of Sub, the only one that you can do is reverse on wake-up is that laser right there, which both Dragon and I agreed on because we were talking a bit before playing the set. Is definitely the weakest of Kano's cameos. It's only 9%. It's minus 35 on block, so basically anyone can get a punish on it from almost full screen. Yeah.
Okay, but it is invincible on wake up?
No.
Wait, so how did... Sorry, I got a sub and I had to mute the alert box, so I missed what you said at first. So how did they work as wake up attacks? Because I saw someone saying that. Are they invincible or armored, or...
At least when it comes to Kano, which is the only one I've been playing with, it doesn't seem to have any sort of invul. I I guess the application it could just have is look like someone like backs off after a knockdown, tries to throw a fireball. The Kano laser could win that projectile trade, but it doesn't have any invull from what I can tell.
That's interesting because I remember Ketchup and Mustard's video. They were talking about how like you could wake up with like Jax's energy wave. So I wonder like, you know, why they said that. Is Jax's energy wave like invincible or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah. It could be different across the cameos. That whenever I get that ice ball off a string right there, that's just a consequence of a release check being undisableable in the stress test.
Maybe the idea is like you wake up block and you can still do the cameo. So it's basically like a wake up attack because you're technically blocking. You know what I mean? Maybe that's like the application.
Yeah, I believe both the energy wave and the Kano laser you're talking about are instead of ambush assists, which are the ones that act independently, such as cannonball and Kano knives. They're of the summon type where it locks you out from actually doing anything. Yeah. So.
Okay. That's interesting. Okay, it looks like one thing I've noticed, like watching like Sub-Zeros, is there's a lot of timeouts. Like when I'm watching Sub-Zeros.
Oh no!
Oh, the breaker.
I should call that earlier.
Nice punish by Dragon. One thing I noticed about Slide, which is different from every other MK that I've played at least, is meterless Slide does more damage than meter burn, and that makes sense because obviously meter burn is going to have extra properties like armor, so it makes more sense that the meter burn would do less damage, meterless does more. And I'm surprised this is the first MK where they did that. You know what I mean? I feel like that makes sense.
I definitely think that has to do with the cameo function as well, because using stuff like Kano knives into meter burn Slide, you can actually get a juggle off of it. The main difference really between the meter burn and the non-meter burn is because the non-amp lies you into the animation where he stabs you with the ice spear and then brings you down. I just used the cannonball right there to make back 2 safe. That's one of the best applications.
Yeah, that was really good right there. Yeah, because I noticed I was just messing around in towers, and it seems subs like back 2 and back 3 are both unsafe this game, but obviously you can use cameos to make them both safe, and you're doing that like really well already.
Yeah. A really good adaptation this matchup that Dragon starts to take more advantage of, you'll see throughout the set, is the counterplay to doing string into clone with sub is that it is always minus, and I believe every character in this beta can do their armored special as reversal to go through and actually punish the clone. And you see Dragon knows he doesn't even need to do that. He just starts using Kitana's really disjointed sweep. Her back 4 will actually go through the clone. And at least after this string right here, maybe he doesn't. No, he tried it right there. But
I actually saw that earlier. I actually saw that earlier in like game 1. He used I didn't know what it was at the time until you just said it. But yeah, I think it was the sweep. So Kitana's like obviously Dragon very good at the game. Dragon's had like a year on everyone else, but seems like Kitana's button speed is like a lot weaker than the other 3 characters.
Yeah, Dragon was definitely like the first really strong Kitana I played in this, and her general playstyle seems to be she kind of needs her cameo to really get her actual like pressure game going, because like you said, her buttons are so slow. And when she doesn't have a cameo like Kano knife to enable that, she's really just trying to run away with the life lead. Like, Dragon plays this so patient. You see so many rounds go to time or near time in the set, so...
Yeah, that was that sweep you were talking about. And also, it's crazy how, like, with these 3 cameos, we're seeing, like, so much dirt with, like, the cannonball cancel, the Sonya air move, the Jax unblockable, and the Jax, like, extender. And we've got, like, what, like 15 more cameos or, like, 13 more cameos to see or something like that? Like, this game is going to be nuts.
Oh, yeah.
Don't cover that with a cameo? Damn.
Ooh, their Dragon comes with the cancel, too.
Yeah, so that looks like that was the only way he could have really got Oki on that knockdown. That Kitana ended up leaving her pretty far away, but Cannonball just, you're able to bring it up and hold it even before the combo is done, so you can just make that shit a true meaty.
Why did I?
One thing I'm noticing is,
damn,
like, Kitana's buttons are a little bit slower, but they are, like, slightly disjointed. So, like, Dragon takes advantage of that. He'll do, like, something in the cameo, and then when it's kind of like a 0 or, like, slightly my situation, he'll back up and like whip punish your button with like a disjointed button.
Yeah, I think there's really not many plus buttons or strings so far in the build we have, but I believe maybe across the board that stand 1s and stand 2s are 0 on block, so they enable. That's basically where a lot of your individual stagger game is going to come from. You do one of those and then you try to shimmy them maybe, or just catch them with a poke.
Yeah. Ooh, was that nut block right there? That was so good.
Oh, yeah.
What?
You see, Dragon does use that up block a lot, and it just so happens that right before we played the set, I peeped the ketchup and mustard tech video.
Yeah, I was about to
Showing
mention
Discovery
that.
Yeah. So you'll see some grabs on the up block soon. The damage is kind of crazy.
Yeah, so for those watching the video that don't know, if someone up blocks, they're gonna be like, are they like fully punishable by like lows and throws? Like at that point?
Yes.
Yeah, and
I believe the recovery is 20 frames. And
Yeah.
you can't hold the up block either. It's the same timing like every time.
okay. So and throws do more damage if you punch an up block with a throw. And Jax obviously he can meter burn his throw, and it actually it does like 35% if you cash out like all bars, or at least it's like 2 bars, right? That you can cash out. It does 35%. That's insane. Another thing that I was gonna ask is, like, what is the how many frames of up block do you have before it like stops you, or is it just like infinite until you get punished?
Like I said, you can't actually hold the up block. It will automatically return you to just like a standard stand blocking situation. After the frame day is not on the move list, so, and I haven't gone in itself and like seen how much it is, but it feels like the up block itself lasts for maybe just like around a second, so like 60 frames, and then your character brings their arms back down, and they're just kind of locked into that stand block position for 20 frames. So even while it's in recovery, you can still technically block mids and overheads. Like, you won't be able to get punished by those, but you're unable to avoid lows or grabs, like we were saying.
Yeah, because it seems a lot longer than like a flawless block, you know, which is 3 frames. It seems a lot longer than that, but yeah, it doesn't seem infinite either.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, Dragon's looking really strong right now. I saw some of the clips he was posting on Twitter, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, let's be real, it's pretty obvious he's had more time with the game than like most people. Like, some of the clips he's posting were insane.
Bro, he worked on the game.
Yeah, a big thing I noticed in this set was really before this point, like I was saying, I was using a lot of a Kano knife summon into slide, and whenever people blocked the slide and they would try to punish it, the knives would just kind of hit, and then sub could get a trade combo. So once people would get hit by that, they would just start being like really scared to do anything when they block slide, and Kano was up there because they didn't want to like eat a full combo for just trying to punish sub slide. But what Dragon starts doing, which I think is really smart, is whenever the Kano cameo's on screen, he blocks slide. Literally the only punish he does, he just goes for down 1, because the down 1 will go under the Kano knives if they're coming, and even if they don't, you know, you still get the hit advantage from a hit down 1 into, you know, the really potent strike throw game that exists in here.
Yeah. And right there, one thing I noticed too is I feel like a lot of subs I watch, but to be fair, I've only really watched like Gambler and like Tom Brady, is they'll do like combos that are like 1-2 in the air. But I see you're using dive kick a lot more than other subs. Is that like, do you think that's a better combo route than 1-2 in the air?
Yeah, if you do the 1-1 dive kick at mid screen, it actually does end up doing more corner carry and more damage than if you were just to do like the 1-2 ground bounce. The 1-1 scales less because it doesn't have the ground bounce in there, and because the dive kick itself isn't like kind of like a built-in launcher. It's the fact that you hit it so late. It also adds less scaling as well. When you're in the corner, you don't use it as much because the corner enables for you to get 2 freezes in one combo using, you know, both subs down forward 4, which is like the ground ice where he freezes you with, and you can also combo into clone a lot more easily in the corner. So yeah.
One thing that I need to mention here, and this is something I noticed when I was messing around with towers, is jump kick OS is gone. And I noticed right here, you tried to pick up with the string, whereas on MK11, you would just slide, you know, and that would be great on this game because slide does so much damage, but that's gone, you know. If you do jump kick slide, it's going to come out on block. So that's one thing that's going to be so different from 11 to this game. No more jump kick OS.
Yeah, I probably should have done slide there anyways. I thought I was close enough in the corner that I could connect the forward 1.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious he was going to hit, so yeah, you could have done slide, but yeah, I like the idea of going for a string for more damage.
Yeah. The big thing about sub is, while his zoning is very strong and cameos enable him to get a lot of stuff started, his strings are very stubby, it feels like, in this game. It's just compared to everyone else in the game right now. His zoning is very strong, but his main, you know, mid-string tool, like his hit confirm, is that forward 1, which is a 12-frame mid, but it's just pretty stubby, especially compared to a lot of the stuff Kitana and like Kenshi and Lu have.
Yeah, it seems that way. Nice using the cannonball there after slide. That was really good. Right there, you're unsafe though, but Dragon missed the punish. Okay.
Actually, I believe that full string is -5, so it is safe.
The low string? I thought that was punishable for some reason.
Yeah. It just doesn't lead to anything unless you already have cameo set up.
Down one clone, yeah. Dragon gets punched with the sweep. Ooh, that's a fun combo to look at, that dive kick combo.
Oh my god, I tried to walk out of its range.
I feel like this game, like viewers are kind of hating on it right now, saying it's slow, stuff like that. But I feel like when we get on like a newer build of the game and people get the combos down with all the characters, I feel like it's gonna be like a really good like viewer experience, like tournaments for this game and stuff.
Yeah, once all the crazy tech starts coming out with like how many cameos there are in the game, I think this will probably be, because I myself am a big MK11 fan, but I can see like why from a spectator perspective it might have not been as exciting as like MKX and MK9 was. But with all the crazy mix-ups and combos that cameos are already opening up when we only have 3 of them in the game, it's gonna be really crazy when the game launches for sure.
Yeah, because I feel like I've seen so much dirt already, but we're only working with like 1/6 of like the cameo roster. Pretty crazy to think about. And one thing that's crazy too is like, man, I feel like we're gonna have moments on this game, even at full release, where like something is just like too crazy, and it's like NRS is gonna have to hurry to patch it, either like a release, like something crazy slips through with the cameo, or like a DLC cameo comes out that's like guarantees like an infinite or something like that. Like I feel like this is gonna be like probably like the wackiest like NRS game competitively since like MKX at release, and it's gonna be a stressful but also like a fun time.
I'm not sure if you've seen, but just earlier today it was actually discovered Kitana already has an infinite in this game.
Oh, really?
It's literally, yeah, I don't know what string it was, but some people were posting it. I could send that to you, but it's literally just this 2-hit string that for some reason on hit has enough hit advantage for her to just go into it again. And she
Gambler said it's 2-4 in the chat.
2-4? Yeah.
It's interesting.
Oh, I could comment off that shit.
That was unfortunate
Oh my
right
God,
there. I
he's so combo.
did a string into clone, which he ended up going into, but I had already called the Kano cameo, so I lost the combo chance.
Ooh, what was
And
that?
That was what Dragon told me was her 3-bar opti right
Oh my
there.
god, he's still comboed.
I
Was
had
that-
breaker too, but I just didn't think it would kill me.
What even is that special?
Okay.
That was
You combo off
crazy.
grab.
Just the same
I don't think so.
amplified projectile 3 times in a row.
He's still going the stupid
Wow.
combo.
Okay.
Yeah, but
seems
if
like-
it kills, it kills,
Actually,
you know?
With
Yeah,
knives, it
true.
might be a hit.
Seems like Kitana, like her projectile game is like a lot of her projectiles. When you EX, you kind of launch it, or they're like used as launchers, which is good. But like it's also kind of bad for like playing the
Oh,
projectile
God,
game, right?
I
Because
messed up. I should've
when you're
deleted
playing like the projectile game,
I gotta
you kind
hold
of
it
want your
until
EX
it
projectile to be like a projectile that does more
That's not
damage. You know what I mean? So I feel like for that reason, she kind of struggles in like a projectile war against like Liu Kang right now, or like another like a good. I don't know how like Kenshi's projectile game is, but I'm just thinking because I watched like a set with like Ninja and a Kitana,
too.
and it just seemed like Liu Kang's ability to do like a low fireball and EX fireball, it was just hard for Kitana to handle, like in the projectile, like
okay.
back and forth.
Canceling the clone is trash.
If
We're
you go
learning-
back a
we're
couple of
learning
seconds
as we
just
go,
to how
so.
that round ended, I mean, obviously I was getting locked down the corner for the majority of it, but after he did a string, I tried to back throw him, and he did Katana's armored reversal, you know, her little like fan spin uppercut thing. And it didn't even hit the armor. It just looks like that move is frame 1 airborne, so the grab
Yeah,
just
okay.
completely whiffed
Canceling
on
the
it.
clone
It
is
didn't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
get to
We're
hit-
learning.
Yeah,
We're learning.
That makes
as we go.
sense. That makes sense.
that was pretty smart.
One thing I noticed too is I think it's like when you're about Half-Life, Dragon actually lands a poke, I think, and you like start to jump and Dragon still picked it up, which is normally something that you only see once someone like right here. Normally you only see that once people are pretty experienced with the game, which you know makes sense because Dragon obviously pretty experienced with the game already.
Yeah. Okay.
That was really good
That was
right there.
definitely,
We're learning. We're learning as we go.
that definitely looked like a situation where, you know, he had landed those pokes in the corner before and knows how to get that conversion. So.
Yeah. Nice, got it there. Okay. Dive kick. Well, that combo is like so fun to watch, especially after watching like, because all the subs I've been watching, they do like the other combo with like
That's
1-2.
so crazy.
I don't know if I get to land it in the set, but you can add on to that combo with Kano's knife cameo as well. You end up getting 2 freezes in mid-screen into that same dive kick route. But I don't always use it because I'm usually just trying to save my Kano cameo to give me the edge in neutral, because that's why I think its biggest benefit is it's either that or, you know, guaranteeing like a safe mix-up with cannonball in the corner. I'm using it a little too late right there, so you see Dragon just responding correctly and hitting my Kano cameo, locking me out from using it for like 10 seconds. So at this full screen, when you know he has access to Kano cameo and you don't, it's just clearly in his favor, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta be real respectful, it seems.
Wow.
Nice counter poke throw there from Dragon. I like the cameo throws. I like them. I like the, like, you know, your boys coming in and, like, doing work. It reminds me of, like, God of War when you got, like, Atreus running in or something like that.
Oh yeah, the cinematic assist is pretty cool.
Yeah. Ooh, how far does hers go? Ooh, it reached, but you blocked. That was good.
Yeah, slide punished as well.
But yeah, so I don't like to run my YouTube videos too long. So I was wondering if there was, like, from here, if there was a particular match you wanted me to look at to cap off the video, or if this was good.
I haven't done review of this set particularly yet, but I guess I could try to, as you finish this match, watching this match right here, I could find another match where I think I just get to showcase, because we've pretty much seen like a lot of the interesting stuff that Dragon gets to do with Kitana, and you know, honestly, because he's so experienced in the game and just a great player in general, I do kind of, you know, lose the edge and get smoked a little, but I think I might be able to find a little Sub-Zero match where I get to show a little more of what he's about.
All right. Yeah, so after this match, I'll cut the recording on this set, and then once you find that, I'll throw it back up, and I'll cap off the video. I'll just add that up. I like the way the camera like closes in real close when they throw, and like I feel like the camera work is really good on this game. Well, some people would disagree. I feel like some people don't like this like backed up like Injustice, but you know, which you know you could debate if that's better or not. But like, I mean, like the throw like camera work, I feel like it's like better than the other games. Oh, Dragon's counter poking is so like high level already. Even with the character who's like got slower buttons like Kitana.
So ass.
All right, who's gonna clutch it out? Ooh,
Nice.
what was that move? Is that like EX dive kick?
Oh, with sub where he does the ground pound?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the EX version of dive kick. It is still a mid. When I first saw it, I was really hoping it'd be a low, and I might have like, you know, a Injustice 2 pseudo like dark side style mix, but it is just a mid, and it is very minus, but its big range is really good, and you know, you can ensnare that dive kick off of, you know, a forward jump, neutral jump, back jump from anywhere. So I think the potential for that move is really good. You get a full launch. I kind of see it being used as a throw bait in a way, because like imagine you just walk up on someone, you know, they're gonna want to sort of like Jackie and MK11. You know, you'll walk up on someone and make them want to poke back, so that, or just do a poke to, you know, kind of check your approach, and then you just jump in the air and do goop, or in this case, you just jump in the air and do dive kick and get full combo.
Wait, and did you say it's a low?
No, it's not a low. It's just a mid.
Oh, it looks like it. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna cut the recording on All right, so here we are with this match that Luddy picked out that he
so
wanted
here
me
for
to
the
show.
boss.
So let's go. He's playing against this Liu Kang player. Let's get it. Let's get it.
You will see some sauce here, such as using the knives to combo into ice ball where you usually can't, into
Ooh,
dive kick, into
ooh, and you cut it short to set the. I like how you cut it short and it still did 35%. That was really good.
It's really spicy though, especially with Kano ball.
Ooh, that Liu almost had something saucy going there.
Yeah, I actually play Shiryu 6 right after this, which, like I've said before, I've been grinding this matchup with him a lot, but I just feel like this match was a good place where I could show off a lot of stuff, such as keeping the slide safe with cannonball right there.
If you jump it, you just simply anti-air them with
Yeah.
cannonball.
Yeah, you're the first person I've watched who like uses Kano ball like extremely well. I'm sure there's others, but just out of the people I've watched, you're the first I've seen.
Same with knives.
And then when I have a life lead,
get a full combo right
this
there,
drastic
but I messed
little
it
chip out right there.
Yeah, that was
down
really
forward
good.
four actually does a lot of chip. You saw me end the combo instead with slide. I ended it with the back forward two, you know, like clone punch knockdown, because at that point, you know, sub zoning is so strong that I just like to set up the clone and then just chip them out. And you get to build way more meter by doing that too, when you're just chipping them out with, like, you know, so many moves over and over.
Did the wrong
All right, something I want to point out is well, a couple things actually. So look how long the knife stays in Liu Kang there. This is like not obviously like we're talking about like competitive play stuff like that, but like Look how long the knife stays in Lou. That's kind of weird. And then another thing I wanted to point out is at the end of this combo, you did clone push. I assume that was a negative edge input error, right? You were trying to go for slide.
So that route right there where I did the 1-2 instead of the 1-1 dive kick, the reason I do that is so I can still get the push ender. That was just a drop right there you saw. The push ender is more advantageous on hit.
Oh,
And it
okay.
gives me the option to set up like a guaranteed clone, whereas if you do the slide, there is the possibility that they could just wake up armor through it.
Okay.
Bro, you've seen my Kimberly? All I do is laugh.
Yes,
at
and if
shit.
you do the push, you set up clone and you can block in time.
Oh, I could probably do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's smart.
You,
Yeah, I assumed it was like a negative edge error
finish
because
some idea. I've been
when
trying
I
to
was
find
messing
the
around
instant
subbing
finish
towers,
ideas
I was
with
getting
Kano,
that. Like
so
I would do like
I got-
1-2
I probably do jump
slide,
clone,
and like it
down
would
two,
count.
and into
My
clone,
special input is like the
and then
release
the
2, and I would
cannonball
get the
after they
push.
fall from the clone. Oh my god. That's my goal now, is to land that.
Ooh, nice. Use the Kano knives to make an ice ball combo. That was so good.
Here we go. This is the real hot stuff.
37% into the mix. Oh my
Cancel the clone
god, that was so
for the
good.
cameo, because
37%
Yeah, so you see
into the
me,
safe mix
If
setup.
they don't get hit,
If
they
yeah,
block
if you
it,
want to
just
pause
release
right there,
camo
the
to
reason
protect
why I
it
think
completely.
Kano Ball is honestly just the best assist, at least when it comes to Sub-Zero, but also in my opinion the best cameo we have right now, is because not only can you delay it like you've seen me doing over and over to just react to what the opponent's doing, but you know the trade-off for the Kano Ball being so strong seems that it's a knockdown, so even if it hits, you don't get any combo off of it, so it can kind of screw you over in situations where you would. But as long as you just tap block, you can literally cancel the Kano Ball, and the cameo actually comes back faster when you do that. So that knockdown I did right there, I set up Kano Ball as I was finishing the other combo, did the unsafe back 2, and because the back 2 is super unsafe, what you can do when Kano Ball is set up is just visually confirm whether they get hit by it or if they're blocking. And if they get hit, you simply cancel the Kano Ball and go for your normal combo off the launch. And if they block, you just release the Kano Ball and keep yourself completely safe. It's something so in Kabbalah's favor, and particularly with the Lou matchup too, another really strong thing, which you might be able to see in this game. If not, I could just find a different clip where I got it. If Lou does wake up bicycle kick when Kano Ball is set up, even if he does the armored version, he will only hit sub and not the Kano Ball itself. And you can literally just let go of the Kano Ball and hit him out of his own armored wake up on hit. So waking up is just like not an option against that sub. You just waste a bar and you get knocked down in the corner again anyways. It's very, very strong.
Dang, that's insane. And it's crazy that like you're already so good with like that Kano Ball cancel, and this is like what, like day 2 game, like day 1.5 gameplay. Like that's insane, bro. And also,
Dude, as soon as I saw this this Kano assist just from like the Summer Games Fest showcase and saw that you could delay it, I'm like, there's probably some crazy stuff you can do with that. I was low-key theory crafting for what this assist would be able to do before the stress test was like, even a thought really.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know one time, Rewind, he said that he doesn't lab himself. He just sees what other people do and he copies it and tries to do it better. And I'm kind of the same way. If I see like a cancel like in the move list, I just wait to see what other people do with it. I'm not gonna lie. I wait for like someone like you to feel like figure it out. You know what I mean?
On that video way back then,
Well,
right?
I'm glad I can show you and
really
the
on whatever
YouTube and
that
Twitch
was
audience
now.
just how much you can do with it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, there you get the extra damage off of it. Yeah, because that low string it doesn't launch, huh? Without like a cameo.
No. And you can set up knives before going for it to get like a full
Okay,
combo there, but
I got no hit.
I just set the cannonball to keep the pressure up in case they block it. I can just release the cannonball after and basically keep my turn.
So yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you
that's
were right.
another really
Okay, combo.
Sorry.
That low string right there, it is safe. I thought it was punishable for some reason, but yeah, it seems to be safe. You were right.
Another really strong thing with this character, like you see right there, that back 4-2, the clone punch. It does in fact eat other projectiles. It doesn't go through them like his meteor and ice ball does in MK11, but unlike many other projectiles,
say
which
I'm
will just go
finishing
through
my
each
video.
other and just hit each other on like either side, his will just completely negate the other projectile. Down one slide, I also think is really strong in this game, just because down ones are unsafe now.
Blows up too quick.
So people are
No,
trying
there's
way
no
harder
way.
to like press back after a block down one, but sort of similar to like mind games like down one Delia with Jade and MK11. If you do down one slide, it's going to interrupt their attempt to down one punish back. So which is a
Brother,
good
you
little
got
way to
that
end off
shit.
a round.
Wait, so when you do like down one slide, there's not a big enough gap for someone to poke. It's like that
We're on
tight.
6 frames.
Wow, wow. So I,
Yeah, you
because
gotta
you
keep
know,
that
obviously
strength
like
up
down
whenever
one
you
slide
use
in
it with
MK11,
the
like
knife.
people can poke that, you know. So that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
you
surprising.
You get like
Yeah,
a
that's something
true
I
like
really
quick
need to
cancel off
see if
down one with a sub in this game, unlike in MK11.
Okay, okay. Well, I don't like to run my videos too long, and this is getting to about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna end the video there. Appreciate everyone for watching. Definitely check out Luddy's channel. He's obviously like, not only is he like a high level tournament player, but he's obviously a lab monster, much better one than me for sure. And check out all his stuff. He's gonna be posting stuff for MK1, and that's gonna be it for the video, y'all. Like and subscribe. Later.